Hi guys, it's your girl Jamie coming to you from another discussion from Aurora House. So, when I decided to do this organization, a lot of people were asking me, well, what makes me capable of giving life skill coaching and motivational advice? And what happened to me to cause me to become legally blind? So, today I wanted to explain to you guys a little background information on what happened to me. And then once you learn what happened to me, you'll understand why I'm capable of giving life skill advice. When I was 23 years old, I was diagnosed with pseudotumor cerebral, which is a tumor on the brain. Unfortunately, this tumor was on the right side of my brain, so my optic nerve took a lot of damage. And in the midst of me seeing professionals and everything, they basically told me in order for them to save the vision that I had, I needed to have emergency brain surgery. So I ended up having two emergency brain surgeries and two surgeries on my stomach. All of this took place within a year of time. And as a result of this, I did lose my vision and I did become legally blind. Now, when I was told that I would no longer have my vision and there were no chances of my vision coming back, I suffered a big loss and I went into a deep, dark depression. I saw myself in this dark tunnel, this scary place where it was no return. Because at the time, I lost everything. I was a mother and I had just had my daughter. So all my things that I was looking for and hoping for had was just taken away from me. Was no longer independent. I was just stuck. I was a sitting duck and I was in that dark place not knowing how am I going to get out of it. And I just couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what I was doing, I could not see that light and I was just stuck. And because of that, I started to self destruct. And at that time, I was drinking a lot, just trying to cope with everything that was going on. I was partying, I was doing me, and I was hiding from reality. And reality was I was blind now. I didn't have anything. I blamed God, and I couldn't understand why He decided to take the only thing I had and just destroy it. And it was then that the drinking just was an outlook for me. I started to drink every day nonstop. Like I was emotional. I was a wreck. I wasn't able to go to school because I was still in recovery. And also, doctors had diagnosed me with Graves' disease. So I had to deal with another illness on top of that illness. So it just made everything worse. And finally, I figured a way out. And my way out was suicide. I contemplated suicide several times. And I attempted suicide. But by the grace of God, He saw something in me and He saved me. And at that point in time, I woke up and I realized I had to get myself together because suicide wasn't a way for me. It was not an option. Drinking was no longer an option because I had a daughter to take care of. So I did decide to enroll back in school. And that's when the challenges in the healing process for me began. So I went through a lot with school and I had to face so many different challenges with trying to get my work done and trying to get to school because I could not drive anymore. So I went through so many different obstacles. And because of that, and because of my family and the love that God had for me, I was able to graduate successfully. And at the end, I have a bachelor's degree in human services and associates in applied science. And I am going to school to further my education and get my master's in family and counseling. So as you can see, that is why I feel like I am the best person to be able to give people advice because I was only 23 years old when I began to lose my vision and when I started to suffer. So at that time of my life, I was in a dark place with no return. And God, nobody could get me out of that place. So I decided to turn what I was going through into a message. And I'm here today to tell people that life does not stop when you have a disability. It is just a beginning. It is another part of your life that you have to learn and cope with. But it is not who you are. And suicide is not the option. I'm here to tell you, if you are faced with a challenge and you're going through something and you feel like suicide is the way out, it is not the way out. It is the devil's playground. And it is how the devil turns to you and makes you give up. But you have to be strong, and you have to look through your family, and you have to look to God, and He will find a solution, and He will get you out of that dark place, because I am a living testimony. I am out of that dark place. I am in a happy place, and there's still healing, but healing is something that is going to take time, and it's always a positive aspect. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you into my world and let you understand why I am able to help someone, because I done went through it, I done been there, I done it, and now I'm on my way out of it. And I thank you guys for watching this video and sharing my message. And if you guys have any questions or wanted someone to talk to, hit me up on JGUNTE06. Again, that's JGUNTE06 at baker.edu. Again, that's at baker.edu. And I can answer any questions for you or just talk with you and let you know that you are important and that your disability does not define who you are. I love you guys, and I hope that my message today helps speak to someone. And for any more questions, just hit me up. Thank you so much for watching this video. Love you all. Stay true.